You are now listening to the Manwhore Teleconference, powered by Dick and Balls. I'm coming on this call. Are you?
Resident T, did you want to talk about that at all? Like what you're going through?
Not really. It was just, I was just asking that sometimes, I guess Toll calls it deep unconsciousness arises, and I just can't, I don't know, sometimes it just, like, really overtakes me, and I can't quite deal with it. I was just wondering if you had, like, any other suggestions, and you said camping. I was like, camping, how does that help? But I guess I kind of see what you're saying about it.
Okay. Well, the idea is a long-standing or a prolonged physical activity, that's strenuous and definitely outside. And it kind of comes back to the whole surfer archetype, where these guys are they're super relaxed, they're super grounded. Obviously, girls really like them. And that energy, and there's something going on, and it's the idea that these guys aren't really relating to their environment in terms of like social emotions or the social environment. They're in touch with a more easygoing, more grounded frame, and it's the whole idea of like being out in the water. Waiting for a wave to come in, sometimes for 10, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes even longer, waiting for that good wave, and then they ride it. And it really puts them in touch. I don't want to say puts them in touch with nature, because it sounds kind of cliche, but in a way that kind of is it. But it's really just grounding them to a more, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. Does anybody else kind of understand what I'm getting at here?
Yeah, I know. I think I know where you're going with this, but can I ask Resin T just a little bit more about what we're talking about, just so I can understand the issue that's going on? Hey, Rez?
Oh yeah, my mic was off. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Man, I don't know. Just sometimes I get into I don't know. I can't really give you a direct example. Just sometimes I get into really, really bad moods. I don't know. It just kind of overtake me and just kind of ruin hours at a time for me. I'll just feel bad for hours at a time, and it makes it really hard to be productive when you feel that way. But,
I actually find personal correlation with that. I've had issues like that with certain types of music. I've gone to a couple. I live in an area where there's a big electronic music scene, and there's a certain type of kind of lovey, trancey house music that a certain show comes on and a certain crowd goes to, and it's kind of this feather and leather, hippie, love and light kind of crowd, and shows like that always put me in a shitty mood. Also,
well, yeah, but he's not talking about music. He's talking about just going about his regular day, and he sinks into these feelings, these emotions, this emotional experience, this internal experience that just kind of overwhelms him. And it's got nothing to do with music. It could the triggers are probably unconscious to a certain degree. Maybe it was a bad interaction at work or whatnot, and all of a sudden he's got this whole thing going on. Resident T, just so you understand, a lot of people go through this, but it lasts weeks, sometimes months. This is what you're describing is a type of, depression is another example. I don't think you're experiencing depression, but depression's another emotional kind of internal trip that people go on, and that shit can last for a very long time. And it's sad, but that's what's happening. And so, yeah, the fact that, you bounce back after a couple hours is a good thing. I know you're like, well, fuck that. Hey, I get that. But what I'm telling you to do is, when you do a lot of strenuous physical activities outside, it allows you to get past these sorts of things, okay? Because what you're kind of experiencing is in a way, I think there's some slight cabin fever going on, and I know you're like, what the fuck? That just doesn't seem that seems like a rather superficial take on the whole thing. What I'm saying is that, what I mean by cabin fever is that you're stuck in an environment where it's almost like you're too in your head kind of thing. You're too dealing with like the emotions of people, and that is a superficial thing in and of itself. And so when you kind of get outside, get in nature, do a lot of strenuous physical activities, it puts you in sync with something else, something that's deeper, stronger, more real. And those sorts of unconscious trips that people go on don't really, you kind of become untouchable to that sort of thing. I know, Mio, that you play a lot of soccer. What else? And you say you hit the gym a lot, huh? And that's got to help. It's got to help. I mean, it's becoming in tune with a part of reality that's more real than petty emotions. And that's one of the bottom lines we're discussing here. Does that make sense to anybody? Anyone want to chime in?
Fuck yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Fuck yeah, it does. In fact, I've been feeling a lot of these things too, and I'm actually planning a 3-day hike where I actually throw a pack on and I hike for 3 days and 2 nights.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna go up a mountain. The first day you go up a mountain to to like a saddle between 2 really tall mountains, and then I camp on top the first night. And then for 2 more days, it's all downhill to another lake, and it crosses over a river through like a big gorge. And there's actually 7 cable crossings where there's like a cable across the river and a little cart that you put your pack in and you sit in, and you just go hand over hand and you wheel this little pulley cart over this raging class 4 rapids, this crazy rushing river. And at times in my life, I have, probably unconsciously had a huge benefit from taking trips like this. I've always been a kind of guy that, does kind of backcountry missions and backwoods missions. And, God, even as I'm talking about it now, I think these last couple of years I've been a little bit more off of doing the more extreme ones. And, even just as I kind of get through it, I bet that would really be a missing piece in my whole inner and outer game, is just getting back out and taking on some of these missions. For several reasons. One, you get yourself out of your environment, like John says. You change the whole scenery, and you get yourself out of your box and into the wilds. And the things you're going to be developing as you go is like you're going to be feeling that self-reliance. You're going to be feeling connected with nature, and you're just going to be, you're going to come back with a whole nother understanding of, what your environment really is. You're going to be looking at things differently. And I think that's what John's trying to get at. And plus even just the physical action, the testosterone boost and the cortisol drop that you're going to experience from doing it. I mean, it's going to have multi-level benefit.
Yeah, cabin fever is the idea that, it's a lot of physical stagnation and mental stagnation that makes that happen. And it emphasizes too much social interactions that are stupid, to just bottom line, just dumb. We get wrapped around the wheel and like he said, she said at work or school, or our parents said this or that, or somebody did this, and it's like these are all lame and really have no importance when you just get out and just do some strenuous activity. And man, what Jack Ruby just described was amazing. I mean, I'm almost jealous. I want to fly up there to Canada and go with you. That's incredible. And Resident, I know that you've got access to certain things like this, and I would be curious what you have or haven't done, and I would imagine probably not much at all. But dude, even if you're like, well, shit, man, I don't think I can get into this by myself. I might be biting off more than I can chew. There are clubs that you can become a part of very easily. Oh, hell yeah, we got Garrett, motherfucker. Excuse me, sorry, I got distracted there. There are clubs either with your school or with the city or with an athletic business or whatnot, and you get plugged in and they'll take you, and you don't have to worry about, Jack Ruby's probably got some He's definitely got wilderness experience. So if he gets if he falls down or whatnot, he's going to be okay. Whereas some people, the idea of camping out, at night sounds like you're going to get attacked and eaten by a bear. But so that's what I'm saying. Maybe get involved with the group first. Resident, what do you feel about this whole thing?
I think it sounds like a really cool idea. I just didn't see how it would help, so I was just asking you.
Yeah, it's a massive...
multi-levels. It helps on so many levels. I mean, it gets you into your body because you're actually out there challenging yourself. Like I said, with just like the physical exertion of it is going to boost up your testosterone. It's going to lower your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It's going to get you out of your environment that you're in now, which is obviously a rut. It's going to have just so many different levels, and get you out into nature, get you out the fuck of the city and out of this environment that you're feeling reactive to. I mean, it's going to have all kinds of levels of benefit.
Yeah, so we just got Potted Flowers on the call, and that dude, he just... are you on the call, man?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Okay, he just did an all-day meditation. So talk about flushing yourself of bullshit emotional patterns just floating around, right? I haven't been able to ride. I'm sure you guys saw or heard. I got my motorcycle stolen. I managed to steal it back, and I have an electrical issue now. I haven't been able to ride for close to a month now, and it bothers me, right? It was a way of me becoming in tune with a frequency, with a life frequency that was more real than petty emotions and such, and so I have to flush my system. I got bit by a dog, went to the hospital, had stitches in my face for a while, and it was a pretty horrific injury. And so I'm saying, like, we all get laden down with these experiences that will end up overcoming us. Doesn't matter who you are. We all become somewhat poisoned to a certain degree, and we got to flush ourselves. And so, Resident, if you find yourself going through these things, you've got to understand that you have to start taking external action to act upon yourself to remove them, man. And that's just a part of the human experience.
It doesn't even have to be an all-day kind of thing, a huge trip. I found myself, when I was studying for finals 2 weeks ago, every time I took a break from studying, I'd go out and ride my skateboard around the neighborhood. Like, even that right there centered me, put the energy back in my whole entire body, and gave me the ability to keep on studying without getting stuck in my head too much.
That's great.
That's really good.
Yeah, I used to skate every day of my life for like 5 years. And I know skating is seems to be kind of like trendy or cliquey or whatnot. But if you even if you just want to fucking pick up a skateboard and fucking fly around the neighborhood for a bit, we all went through that phase where we were embarrassingly bad at something. I remember when I was learning how to skateboard, it was like, this sucks. I can't. I hope nobody's watching me. But whatever, we just do it. If you talk, Resident, if you got a bicycle, man, I have a trick bike. I go riding. These are things we do. We have physical activities that we engage in that are cleansing to ourselves. What do you have going on? Is there a big lack in this area? Because if you don't have much going on, man, that's an issue. You got to fix that. What are you currently doing?
Pretty much just I'm taking a summer class, and actually not much else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's the issue, homie. For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Can I ask Rez, how's your, just a little off topic, but how's your diet, homie?
Not good. It's not terrible, but it's not like super great.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's something else that's really, I have found, will seriously affect my mood. If I go too long without, every day I'm trying to eat some good greens. I start with a good smoothie. I load it the fuck up with good stuff, and eating well has been a massive difference for me alone. Aside from everything else, just getting lots of vegetables and fresh and eating fresh, good, decent food is a fucking easy fix right there.
Yeah. I have a puppy too. I know it seems silly, but man, my little doggy, she is therapeutic, and you know they've done the studies, they know that. But I mean, if you're caged up with a summer class not doing much else, your brain, everybody's brain, has a tendency to start. It's not the brain; it's the thinking mind. It starts to take over, and it's overwhelming. And without anything else going on, it's just we all fall to it because it becomes our reality, and it's not supposed to be. You know?
Yeah, I think also one of the biggest things, you don't want to forget here, like when you're in these phases, it's real easy to be like, I want to put game on the back burner. But if we're being honest, like talking about shit that's gonna make you feel centered and make you feel calm, like sex is like either one or number two next to meditation for me. So like you don't want to fucking forget that either. Like this is a good time to make sure that like you're still, even if it's just like that, like one girl who you have, like you still want to be like fucking at least a little bit. You don't want to like forget about that shit.
Yeah, and I would also suggest that, gosh, I think about times in my life when I've been in that position, and I have been in your position, feeling like, God damn, my life is so fucking, I'm in such a rut. Where do I even start to fix things? But gosh, I think in a way, and a better way to look at it, and a way I choose to look at it is, I would consider that you're in a place where you have a lot of what Tony Robbins calls emotional leverage, where you're, where the pain of making a change is actually easier than continuing to do just what you're doing. So I think, use that leverage and leverage that to your advantage, and just, realize and believe that some of these things are going to really improve your situation on all levels.
Yeah. So, hey, Resident, as far as now, what are some ideas that you already kind of know? Like, can you think of anything right now that you could start getting into? Because obviously we can talk about this all we want, but until we start executing in some direction, it's all nonsense, right? So what could you do right now? Yellow?
Oh, whoops. I had my mic off.
Okay.
I guess I could improve my diet more. I could maybe try camping. I live in an area that's like, I don't know, it probably wouldn't be too hard to find some place to go camping if I really wanted to. I just didn't see how it would help.
How close to the beach are you?
I live right across the street from the beach, actually.
Okay, dude, you should start running on the beach every day.
Oh my god, that's a luxury.
Yeah, I mean, running on the beach is like, it's not just like, I know people are like, oh, that sounds so trendy. No, there's a reason why people do it, because running along the ocean puts you in touch with the mystique, man.
There's also a ton of hot chicks, and like when you're running, like they'll look at you, and like it's a good way to go, like, it's fun to run past hot chicks.
Okay, yeah, but like running on the, like it's the whole surfing mentality. You're getting in touch with nature. You're getting in touch with something that's deeper than.
JK, you got to mute your microphone and sort that out, man. You're making static.
Oh, my fault. I didn't realize. I'm driving right now. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe you just mute your shit for now. I guess. I mean, can you park or something, or maybe I'll try to give you a countdown to when we'll need you on the call. Resident T, it just seems like you're not quite committed yet to changing this part of yourself, man. You gotta do it. If you're not physically exerting yourself every day, there's gonna be problems. Okay, you gotta get out. You gotta get in touch with something that's greater than the fucking nonsense that accrues in our brain, in our thinking mind. Okay, run on the beach, go camping, do things. You gotta. Yeah. Okay. So Bob Smith, kind of sound that out for us, because you're right. That is a part of it. Yes.
I definitely think this is. Where did I get this from? Tyler says this. I guess a lot of young guys nowadays with social media and computers and video games, you get super attached to like high level frequency stuff that keeps you entertained nonstop, and then you end up being disconnected from nothingness and just you lose the ability to learn how to just chill and do nothing, and even
Honestly,
just
that's
meditate.
actually really good for myself as well. I didn't even think about it like that with the social
Yeah.
media and all that. 'Cause sometimes
It's definitely a
I
problem.
get attached to it.
What was that?
No, because I was saying I get really attached to social media a lot.
Yeah,
And it actually
just
caused me to become less present.
just become conscious to it. I had the same problem. I would constantly check Twitter on my phone, and it's not like anything good was fucking happening. It just was a waste of my time.
Yeah.
And I found that sometimes I'm in my car and I'm thinking, should I listen to Totally? And something comes over me and I'm like, no, I want to listen to like some fucking EDM music. I want to listen to something to pump me up. And then I realize that that's just kind of a rationalization. It's that I don't want to do something that's chill and slow. And ultimately, the chill and the slow and the low level frequency stuff actually makes you feel the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill?
All right, so for Potty Flowers, Rez is dealing with just being in a slump. He's in a bad mood. He's feeling like he just gets these long bouts of, I don't know if you'd call it depression, but just a bad mood. And we're trying to hash out some ideas on how he can kind of jump the track and get himself on a good path.
Okay, hold on. Jack, I'm sorry, real fast. I apologize for cutting in. Resident, you mentioned ADHD. ADHD is actually related to what Bob Smith brought up about high-frequency stimuli. That is a big, even going back to the whole cabin fever thing, ADHD is kind of like it's like a pharmaceutical brand name for a disease they're giving to everybody, when in actuality, most of these people are simply missing what we've been talking about the whole time. Okay, you can take care of like 80% of your quote-unquote ADHD problems just with what we've been talking about. Okay, go ahead, Jack. Didn't mean I just needed to address that real fast.
Well, first of all, I had people early on in my life telling me I was ADHD too, and let me tell you that you don't have to subscribe to that. You can totally derail that shit just with your own mind and attitude. It's taking action and doing shit and defining for yourself what your life is going to be. You know, look for things and don't. I would say don't try and put yourself in the box that everybody wants to put you in. I think that's the biggest problem with ADHD is people want to put you in a box, and you got to figure out for yourself what works for you and for your style. So I wouldn't let that hold you back at all, man. Not at all.
Yeah.
Potty Flowers, tell us about this day-long retreat. I'm interested in this meditation retreat.
I mean, I do a bunch of them. This one I was just texting Manwhore about this last Sunday, but I usually do like two or three a month. Take like 1 or 2 weekends off. You just go like 6 a.m. to around 2 or 3. They vary depending on who's doing it or where it's happening. It's usually about 8 or 9 hours, and it's awesome because for me, I like it, especially I like it when they're on Saturdays because it brings up a lot. Like you can kind of just sit with a lot of different emotions, and especially on nights on Saturdays when I do that, and then I go out that night, it's fucking fantastic because I'm just in the zone so hard and like it's amazing. But that's not why I do it. But it's just a cool little side effect. But it's really awesome because, like Manwhore said, it's kind of a flush out, but at the same time, I do have to say it's one of those things where consistency is like anything. Consistency is the most important aspect of it because a lot of people go on these whether it's a day-long meditation retreat or they'll even do longer ones. I've done 5-day-long ones that are called sessions, and a lot of people will go into these and they think that they're going to solve the problem at that retreat. It's like going on a boot camp and thinking you're going to solve your problems on the boot camp. Whereas the way that I've sort of learned to understand these retreats in my own experience is that it's more often that I'll go into the retreat and figure out something new about myself, that like maybe a rock that I just needed to unturn, and then it's the consistent little 30 minutes a day of meditation for the next like 4 or 5 months that actually like lets me hash out the issues that were brought up. But it's not the actual day-long retreat that's gonna like solve anything. It's just kind of gonna uncover some stuff and maybe, let you address some things that you might not have known were there. But you got to be consistent about it on a day-to-day basis. That's the thing about meditation, that it's the most, out of all the activities that depend on consistency, meditation is like the one that I would say you got to be consistent about it. Like if you're meditating and then you're going out and getting hammered on the weekend, it's like working out and then eating junk food like McDonald's right after. It's just retarded. Yeah.
You guys mind if I interject a quick question here?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm supposed to meet up with this chick tonight, and I had texted her yesterday, and she was like laughing and shit on the phone, and she was like, "Good night." Like that was the last thing she said. "Good night," smiley face. So I texted her earlier. I was like, "Pull up in the getaway car at 7 or something like that," because we had a little like Bonnie and Clyde role play thing I was talking to her about, but she hasn't texted me back in like an hour, and I just called her, and so I'm like wondering what I should do at this point.
Dude, first of all, I love that you're just like, fuck meditation. Fuck meditation.
Okay, hold on. We gotta pause this bullshit.
That was fucking hilarious. I was trying not to laugh.
I'm like going on this like really long tirade on meditation. You're just like,
yeah. Look, I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute. Yo, hold on a sec. I got a real problem here.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, because like I don't know what the fuck she's doing, because like she sounded like she was totally down to chill, but now she isn't responding to me.
Okay, so this was when did you set this date up, by the way?
I set it up last night. Like after she said, "Haha, personal freeways for Alex," I was like, "Yeah, that's right, boo. I might let you ride shotgun if you promise to be good." And she was like, "LMFAO, I'll try to be good then." And I was like, I was driving back home from Vegas, so I said, "I'm driving back home. Sleep tight because I want you to be on your A game tomorrow." And then she said, "Okay, good night," smiley face.
Okay,
and then I texted her today. And then I texted her today, like, "So you should pull up in the getaway car at 7." And she just hasn't hit me back since.
Okay, but dude, when did you first set up the date? Didn't you tell me like yesterday that you'd set it up with her before you left for Vegas or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So the main problem here is you're not communicating clearly. Like, anybody on this call would be like, "Yo, you didn't set a time or a place or make any kind of real plan." Right? Like, Buddha would be like, "What's your schedule like this week, babe?" Or something like that.
Actually, it'd be LMFAO, what's your schedule like?
Okay.
Gotta get it right, dude.
Dude, that actually totally is an improvement. That's funny. Okay. So in your case, dude, this is very clear. You're not communicating strong enough. Like, "Yo, I'll pick you up at 7. We're gonna be ready." But like, when did this girl authoritatively say you guys are hanging out Tuesday? Wasn't it before you left for Vegas?
Yeah, it was like on Thursday. But then I said, like, "Be ready to hang out tomorrow," and then she said good night. So, I mean, I realized I wasn't clear. I didn't like say like we're doing this at this time, like super clear about it. But
there's no but. You have to do that. You have to do that.
All right. Okay. So what should I do now then?
Right now it's what? It's 6:15 your time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so be like, at this point, it's kind of up on the wire. It's like, "Hey, let's do this around 8. What was your plan, man? Were you gonna pick her up or what?
I was gonna have her come over here, and then I wanted to go to this like lookout point that I've been hearing about.
Why haven't you said that at all? Like, you gotta like make like.
Hold on.
She doesn't.
Can I interject here?
Yeah, go for it.
So and obviously like Manwhore knows best, but I don't know all the details here, but like, are you at this point? It's now 6:15, right? Are you like? Is it imperative that you get this meetup tonight, or like, can you like set some like groundwork for this and maybe get the meetup for like tomorrow or the next day when you've actually like done some proper text game to set the logistics properly? Because it seems like you haven't done much to actually properly set these logistics.
Well, yeah, I mean, clearly that's why I'm asking you guys, because I just assume if I tell someone we're hanging out on a day that we're going to hang out that day, and she's not going to just be like, "Oh, well, he didn't say like exactly what we're doing, so therefore I'm not going to hang out." But
dude,
if you think that
you absolutely got to tell her exactly what the fuck you're going to do. It's on you for sure.
All right, well then, I mean, I know it's on me. Like, I know it's like I obviously made a fuck up, but I'm just telling you. So yeah, I'm down to set up a different day. I don't really care. I just want her to not I just want to hang out with her.
I mean, you
Yeah, I
gotta,
feel
you
you,
gotta
dude.
carry this whole thing. You know, like it's on you to like set this whole thing up. I mean, you could still make this go down tonight, but she's not even texting you, dude. You gotta realize that she's not texting you because of the way that you did not handle this, right? Like, man, you gotta be like, all right, cool, fucking kick it tomorrow. Like, dude, if you go through any of my text combos, any of potted text combos or meows, like, dude, like, we're nailing this shit down, man. Like, you know, it's all this is. We can't get the girl to do any of this for us. This is kind of like our job to do this, you know? It's like, we got to do this, right? What were you going to say, Potted?
I was gonna say absolutely nothing right there.
Okay. Can I just call you Buddha instead? Because this whole potted flowers thing is like it doesn't even roll off the tongue very well.
John, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me.
Wait, so what you were saying before, just to say something, you were saying something about how the girl wasn't texting him because he didn't set up the meeting right or something, like the meetup right?
Yeah, you have this issue too, man, for sure. It's almost like you guys are like putting the whole thing in limbo. You know, not even necessarily meaning to, but like, yeah, you gotta nail it down. So, so Alex, you'd be like, or Alex JK. By the way, all you guys on this call, could you please change your Skype name so that so that it shows up with what we're supposed to call you? Does that make sense? So like Resident T, he actually comes up as Resident T. But if you guys are like changing to your superhero name, that would make it easier for us to address everybody. Anyway, that's just.
Wait, I can't be Bob Smith anymore.
You could be perfect. Bob Smith is like Bob Smith, right?
Fuck
like
yeah.
Some of you other guys on here is like, it's his real name. Holy shit. Okay, so in this case, going forward, you could either try to set up something for tomorrow or just test the waters for tonight. Be like, yo, so you want her to come over to your place tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
or I can pick her up. I don't really care. I wanted to take her to this like lookout point.
But dude, the fact that you don't know if she's coming over, you're picking her up is like, man, like that's something that you gotta set up correctly with her. Okay. So you're gonna be like, hey, are you gonna be ready around 8? Are we still doing this, or am I gonna eat these curly fries by myself? Like I'd say something like that because we're in a situation where you've kind of dropped the ball, and so you kind of want to see if she's still down for it, but still distract her with something funny like these cheesy curly fries. Okay,
Yeah.
So hold on. So let's go like hold on, just write this out.
Yeah, John, just you're starting to break up just a little bit. You're coming through, but you're just starting to break up a bit.
Oh, okay. Okay, another sound check. What's that sound like there?
Sounds good.
Fine right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me just write this text out real fast. And if you guys have any ideas for this as well, I'm sure Buddha Go ahead.
Yeah, can I just get an idea of where we're at? Like, do you have? Did you post this text envelope somewhere? I just don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I posted it, but I didn't post like the most recent texts.
All right, so why don't you just say out loud, like the last 4 texts?
Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. Okay, so the last few texts was, she said, haha, yes, personal freeways for Alex. Then I said, that's right, boo. I may let you ride shoddy if you promise to be good, smiley face. Bonnie and Clyde style. Then she said, LMFAO, I'll try to be good then, ha ha ha. Then I said, good, I'm driving now, sleep tight. I expect you to be on your A game tomorrow. She says, good night, smiley face. Then today I said, so you should pull up in the getaway car at 7 at 5 o'clock. So yeah, you're right. I didn't set it up. I woke up really fucking late today, and I didn't set it up right.
So something you could do, and I did this actually the other night, and it worked out kind of well. Is you can put some pressure on her in a funny way. You can be like, and it also gives sort of what the fuck did Manwhore just write?
You keep going, man. You're on something. I
Yeah.
just was throwing that out there as a template.
So you can kind of. What I was gonna say is you can basically set a little bit of boundary. Kind of be are we still doing this? Or just by the way, playtime closes at 10 tonight. Can you handle that? And then you can double text her right after. I'm just giving you what I did, and you can kind of go off that. And you can double text her right after that and be I think I said something like, if not, I'll just kidnap you tomorrow evening completely against your will. Like, basically something where it's like, are we doing this tonight? If not, like, I'm going to be a man and just fucking, like, take you tomorrow kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And you can, like, yeah.
Why don't you type one? What would you put there?
Yeah,
no,
that was good, actually.
Buddha.
I would just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
actually,
type
that is
that.
really money, bro. Yeah. I want to hear what Manwhore came up with too, but that's a good one too.
Well, that's it right there. I just wrote it. You can't see it?
Here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Buddha typed it out. Yeah. Yeah, you did that one. What, a couple years back, and you fucked that girl, right?
No, dude, I did this like 2 nights ago.
Oh, but I remember there was a combo where, like, a couple years ago you did the same thing. Playtime
Yeah.
closes at 9, and she's like,
I've done it, yeah. I've sort of run that same sort of shit.
Right,
couple
of course,
times.
right? Yeah, I mean, you know, we find ourselves in this scenario pretty often. I think you did the mountain climber on the girl a couple years
Dude,
ago.
man, that was like the original inception of the mountain climber, man. Dude, I went from like base camp to like
I
level
remember
1
the
at that
mountain
point.
climber.
Yeah, what's the mountain climber?
Oh,
you don't even know.
Mountain climber. Oh, it's such a classic move, dude.
All right, tell him.
All right, so yeah, I do it when you're off.
I did it the other night. It was amazing.
Dude, it's the best. It's fucking fantastic. The thing is, like, there's no words exchanged, which is like, you don't have to say shit. They just know, man. So, so you're like laying in bed with a chick, you're like hooking up, whatever. You can pretty much be at like any stage. So you could be like fucking her. You could be just like at the point where you're just like making out or whatever. Basically, you're like face to face, and then, or she may be a little bit lower than you. But basically, you can like, the technique that I use, the mountain climber technique that I use, and everyone has their own technique, obviously. But I basically like put my elbows on the bed and just kind of like rock back, and basically you're just like slowly climbing backwards up the bed until your cock is in her face. And basically you're just like, you're mountain climbing up the bed until your boner is just like in her face, and no words have been exchanged, and then you do it real slowly, and you can even like, as you're doing it, you can like go down and like kiss her and like make it kind of like sensual, but then like at a certain point it's like, you know, my boner's in your face, like what are you gonna do about it, you know? It's like, you just got mountain climbed, so it's like,
right. But so your dick's already out before you mountain climb, or you pull it out after you do that?
That's actually a good question. Every time I've done it, my dick has been out already. But look, mountain climber knows no bounds. Like I'm sure you could work it with like.
The mountain climber knows no bounds.
Yeah, I've done mountain climber on 2 girls at the same time, and I had just the desired effect. Just the desired effect. And then all of a sudden, both girls were blowing me at the same time. That was amazing. But yeah, your dick doesn't have to be out, but yeah, you can pull it out as you're doing it, and it's got the same effect. I love that the build-up was like, what the fuck is Buddha talking about? It's just all this like dribble coming out, and all of a sudden, boner in her face. We realized, oh my god, it's about blowjobs, right? It was fucking great sound.
Hey, Buddha, could you text those, type those texts in too?
Yeah, stop getting distracted by your own awesomeness.
It happens to all of us.
It's a little bit tricky, man. You gotta navigate this shit.
So, and I'm just curious, like, what's going on through her head? Is she just like, I drop the ball on, not making the plan set in stone
Dude,
enough?
I totally thought we were still talking about the mountain climber there. I was like, I have no idea what's going on in her head.
JK, I know what you're going to ask, and I would say it's nothing conscious on her part, but probably it's, I don't think she's making a conscious decision to not get back to you. I think probably what's happening is you haven't handled it, so probably she's just kind of in her head, maybe not feeling super solid about these plans, so she's kind of unconsciously avoiding it a little bit.
Yeah, Alex, most of your problem is the fact that you're wondering too much what she's thinking. Stop. It's not your place. You gotta just handle it. A lot of this issue is like the whole permission boy thing, the whole waiting for approval. What is she thinking? What is she doing? Why isn't she texting back? Fuck that. You gotta just handle it. We all just do this, man. Like, this is like our role. You know, it's like, okay, you didn't do this right. It's kind of like, you know, fuck, you're troubleshooting a software issue or an engine problem on a car, and so you're like, well, there's all these like little things. Like, what about this? Well, like, dude, if you haven't done the basics, you have no idea what's actually going down. You know, like, you gotta like put in the fucking ECM or whatnot, or you know, like, there's like some basic shit you're missing. Until you put that in there, you have no business even wondering what's going through their head. You know, you got to handle things better. So
Okay.
yeah, you
What's
gotta get off that
ECM?
track. Engine control module. I'm having some fucking electrical issues with my motorcycle, goddammit, and so it's kind of fresh in my head. Anyway, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, but. Buddha, like, what's the part before this part?
What did I tell you? What do you mean part before this part?
You say okay, but what's the text before this? What's the run?
Yeah, you're missing a text.
Yeah.
The first one.
That's, yeah.
What,
It was like, well, it was a bunch of text. That was like the crux of it. Like, oh yeah, oh okay, yeah. There was some cool text before that. The lead up's not going to work for you because it was kind of like about my life at the moment. Let me think for a second.
Do you want to go with like something more like mine? Like you could almost stack yours on top of that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah, that'd be pretty money.
Yeah, you could be right.
But then again, that's
Yeah.
like 17 texts in a row. It's like 1,000. That's like
You got
1,000.
yeah.
No.
That's like
Yeah.
3 or 4 Twitters right there, man.
I'm a big fan of like 4 in a row, but you start getting like 6, 7 in a row. That's a little rough.
I've done it. I definitely done it.
I said 8 in a row to Manwhore a lot. That works
Yeah, I
pretty
know,
well.
right? I'm just like furiously masturbating the whole time. Okay, Alex, just punch in the curly fries one. See what she comes back with, if anything.
Okay.
And if she doesn't for a while, then we'll just go with a variation of Buddhas down below.
Okay.
Or even honestly, even if she does respond, like, I mean, you can kind of let us know her response is, but I would say almost no matter what her response is, unless it's like, all right, I'm coming over right now, you can probably drop my response in right after she replies.
Yeah,
if it's anything like postponing shit.
Yeah, I actually meant that. I'm sorry. Yeah, even okay, right. So yeah, whatever response is, that's when you go with that, and then he already said it, so I'm just repeating him. Yeah, if she goes, I'm coming over now, then yeah, you don't have to fucking go with this, obviously. Yeah. So I just repeated everything Buddha Games just said over again. Cool.
Yo, my words are worth repeating. It's all good.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I just sent your text, Manwhore. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Now back to meditation and residency. I want to fucking kick this horse while it's down. Residency, you got to change your daily routine, homie. You got to start implementing new shit into there. Okay. So meditation is great, but you know Buddha lives in a major metropolitan area, and so he can go to these meditation retreats and such, and they're not really necessarily available a lot of other places. Buddha, how much are these things?
So that's another thing that I found. When you're looking for a place, a meditation center or whatever to go to, you want to find a place that only accepts donations. Like if they're actively charging you, it's probably not too legit. So like the ones I go to are free with obviously some suggested donation, but legitimately like they don't ask you for anything. It's never brought up. It's just like you give what you can. I think last time I gave like $10 for a full day's sit, and I actually was given 2 meals at this.
You cheap bastard!
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? That's terrible.
Cheap
No, well, the
bastard!
suggested is 15. So it's pretty cheap regardless.
Yeah.
But yes, I am a cheap motherfucker.
Okay. So, residency, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna change, homie? What are you gonna start implementing?
Well, I can work on my diet right away. Like I said, I can try and find a meditation center.
No.
That was something that I was thinking about doing.
Physical activities,
You know,
homie. You need physical
Hello?
activities. And this whole, like, I can do this right away. No, you need to do it now. Okay, the diet's important, but, like, what physical activities are you going to start doing today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day?
I mean, I can go to the gym. I can, I guess I could run on the beach, but I don't really want to lose weight, and I don't think that would help.
It is going to help, and you're not going to lose. You're not going to lose weight, man. I don't. To use I'm going to get too skinny by running is like the worst excuse ever. You got to get that physical exertion in, and the whole running on the beach is a meditative experience in and of itself. Even if you're like running for a few blocks and then walking for a couple blocks and then running for a few more blocks. Do you own a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have it with you now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so when I lived in downtown San Diego, man, I would just jump on my bike and fly around the city, and it was fucking nuts. And it was cool because I was like the retard on a bicycle when people were going to work in the morning or getting off work, and I'm just like, yeah, I work for myself, motherfuckers, yay! And so I just had this it was like witnessing and feeling being unplugged from society, and it was very awesome. And I'd ride to training on my bike, and flying around on your bike is a wonderful release from noxious bullshit. So
Yeah, but
John,
the running, dude, I do like 30. I just do like 30 minutes a day, and like for me, I don't live near the beach. I think that running on the beach is an awesome idea. I run on like the main strip of our city where all like the bars are, and I just do it because I like to like run by hot chicks and like have them look at me and shit. But like you can do the same thing on the beach, and like you're gonna like feel better because you're gonna like have like all these girls like looking at you while you're like running, and it's like I don't know, it's kind of awesome, dude.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I'd be running through downtown, and it'd be like a Thursday or a Friday night, and I'd be sober running, and there'd be like bitches drinking at the bar, sitting out on the
so
patio.
awesome, right?
It's totally awesome, yeah, totally awesome. They'd like look at you, and you'd look at them, and like you'd be all sweaty balls, and they'd like it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Have you
that's
approached
awesome,
any
but I
girls
think
while you
that
ran?
Go ahead, Jack Ruby.
I think you're onto something though too, John. When you're talking about camping, and we started to get on hiking, and just the absolute change of scenery element to it. Do you live in the city, Rez? Are you near anywhere where there's like hiking trails and outdoor shit? Hey, Rez.
Yeah, sorry, someone was talking to me. Yeah, what were you saying? Like, where?
My
Is there any
question,
outdoor
Rez.
shit?
My question, Rez, is: do you live like deep in the city, or are you anywhere near anywhere where
No,
there's
no.
like outdoor shit, like hiking trails, like place to camp and that kind of stuff?
No, I live pretty deep in the south, like across the street from the beach. I mean, I guess I do live someplace where I can get out like in nature without too much difficulty, I suppose. So yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, do that. You should also camp on the beach, homie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
camping
easy.
and hiking, and I'm not trying to discount what these guys are saying. I think a habit of running, cycling, just a regular daily routine, or even just some kind of couple times a week, get out and go for a bike ride or go for a run. I think that's fucking awesome. At the same time, I think there would be huge benefit to actually tackling a couple-day excursion of camping, hiking, some kind of shit like that as a separate activity. And it sounds like you haven't got that. It sounds like you haven't got that. You got time to do shit like that. I recommend you entertain both of those options.
Yeah. Okay.
The whole I don't want to do this because I'll lose weight is wrong.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
You just gotta get rid of that.
Hey guys,
Okay.
she texted me back. She said, "Ha, hey, sorry, just got out of work late. Just got home."
Oh,
With
great.
like a sideways face.
Boom. Perfect. Hit her with that second text, dude. She's like, I just got home.
Yeah.
I think that's perfect timing to slip that in. I don't know. What do you think, Manwhore?
Yeah, totally. Hold on. Let's. 10 to 9 is like you're unconsciously giving her the 10 p.m. and it's like 6:30, so that's like 3.5 hours away. So we want to kind of Let's just revamp this a bit, actually, because we kind of want to. So she just got home. You obviously want her to shower, maybe relax a tiny bit. It's 6:30. Let's say you got this whole Bonnie and Clyde thing going on.
Yeah, go ahead and type it, John.
Yeah, I am. I got my fingers poised. I'm just waiting for more information.
Fingers are poised, buddy.
Alex, what do you got? The whole Bonnie and Clyde thing going on?
Yeah, well, so the only thing, I didn't like text her a lot. I'm trying to text less because I think that it's less chance for me to fuck up. But I said, I'm so over this whole traffic thing. Sue the building freeways for me. And then she said, haha, yes, personal freeways for Alex. I said, that's right, boo. I may let you ride shoddy if you promise to be good. Smiley face, Bonnie and Clyde style. Then she said, LMFAO, I'll try to be good then. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. So that's as far as the Bonnie and Clyde shit went.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this then. Be like, okay.
It's all about it.
He's typing. I can hear it.
He's working magic.
He's working. The fingers are going. Oh, go shit. Buddha's typing too. Holy shit.
They could save me. Some girl could be like, yo, Alex, fuck you. You're a fucking faggot. They send me a text and then she'll just want to hang out.
Dude, straight up, that's happened before too. That's fucking happened. You're a faggot. I hate you. We're like, well, you're. She's like, okay. 7:30. Be ready. Do you have her address?
No, I know that she like lives at the certain building, but I don't know. She lives in an apartment building, so.
And you know what apartment building it is?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, what apartment building is it?
Medici.
Medici.
Yo, can we check this girl's Facebook? I just need to make sure she's legit.
Yeah, you can check it out. Her name's Liz Robles.
No.
Yeah, paste that shit, dude. We don't want fucking real names.
I don't give a fuck.
grab the link and post it, man. We fucking
Dude,
at some point.
No wonder this
chick
chick doesn't want to hang out with you, man.
Say what?
Nah, I'm just fucking with
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's Medici.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you spell it? It's Liz what?
No, dude, no.
No.
Type it in. We don't want her real name on this teleconference, man. That was the whole point of us, like, blowing up on that. You get it? Like, this is going to be posted on the web. We don't want this chick being hounded by POA hate.
Yeah,
trolls.
yeah. You should, like, beep it out or whatever if you post it.
Yeah, I would
I don't-
not post it.
I don't think we got it. I think I didn't hear it. I don't think we should.
All right.
And you can post a link to her Facebook, though. That's cool.
That's all we need.
That's what Buddha's waiting for.
Thank
okay.
you. Absolutely. I'm gonna Facebook message the shit out of it.
So we just changed Medici to McDukey. So what this is doing is that this is a straight up logistical text, and we're adding certain elements like changing Medici to McDukey to make it funny and take the pressure off.
That's real good. That's real
How
good.
about McDuty?
This is such a fucking silly text.
Yeah,
McDuty.
It's so
How about
money
McDuty?
though. Jesus Christ.
you're a McDukey.
Because
Okay.
it takes off like the pressure, right? That's sick.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I don't like the bank robber. I feel like that could be better. The bank robber.
Wait, what were you saying? What do you think?
Like maybe with one word. Like you probably don't want
Yeah.
to use Batmobile, but like
I mean, the Batmobile, I feel you. I just feel like, in general, for me, I've been
That's
told
good.
before by people that I've sent too many texts, so that's why I was trying to send, like, less.
Who
Less is
told
more,
you-
I feel like,
who
for
told you
me.
that?
This
Just
is
like-
super
just
minimal.
like-
It's good.
Just, like, natural people.
Really? Fucking love them. Batmobile.
Getaway car? How about getaway car?
Batmobile. Oh, dude, I told this girl, she's like, dirty her. I'm like, don't worry, I only rape on Thursdays. And she's like, okay, cool. So she comes over and I raped her. And it was like a Tuesday, so I lied to her. It was amazing. Wait, rape jokes aren't cool for this sort of thing. Okay, fuck. Let's stop that. Buddha, what were you saying about this? What would you change about this text?
Oh, I was just saying, like, I would have done, like, just
Well,
like
then write
something,
it. Just
like
write it.
Batmobile. It's not, no, it wasn't anything big. It was just, you already wrote it, Batmobile. Instead of doing a two words for the car, just doing one. Like something that was just a little more concise.
You know, bank robber mobile, either or. I just think it's and this is kind of aside from what you were saying. I think it's okay to kind of like make mistakes in text, like robber mobile is like not a real word, but you're being silly, so it kind of takes even more pressure off, you know.
Yeah, I was going more for just the way it like flowed. I didn't really care about the like technically accurate aspect of it.
So that you don't think it flows right with it, huh? And you said something about the boo was too much as well?
Sorry, what'd you say?
You said something about the boo was too much as well or something?
Oh, just when I was reading it, it was like too many syllables in my mouth. I was like, oh, Batmobile would fit better there.
I'm always putting too many syllables in your mouth.
And Buddha always likes too many syllables in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna put that mountain climber in your
Oh,
mouth.
yeah. Did you guys...
Buddha's had too many mountain climbers.
Let's all mountain climber on Buddha at the same time.
Okay, so I'm just gonna send that with the Batmobile.
Okay.
It'd be sweet if she responded and she's like, you know what? I was gonna go with you, but you should have wrote Bank Robber Mobile.
Right. She's like, I fucking hate Batman, god damn it. She's like, I'm more of a bad girl type. I don't like this Batman shit. Go fuck yourself.
Alright, Alex,
no!
you gotta just send something, homie.
Say what?
Just telling Alex, you send something, homie. We probably have to wrap up soon, so let's get this closed.
Yeah, I got my next guy at 7. I don't even know what the fuck it is. So Resident. So what are you gonna do? Resident.
What you gonna do when they come
I
for
thought it
you?
would either be resent or resonate. That's what I kind of thought. When I saw residency the first time, I thought it would either resent or resonate, but it's resentee.
Oh no, I'm the retard that didn't see resonate or resent. I just was calling him Resident, and he's probably like, John's so stupid. It means
Yo,
resonate.
can I change your text to 8 instead of 7:30?
Yeah, it's probably a good
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
He calls
Absolutely
himself resentee, so I don't know.
Resonate. What is your name? This is like the never-ending story. We need to come up with a new name for the Moonchild.
Yeah.
No, it actually is Resentee. It was back when I was like really into World of Warcraft. Like my real name is Tom, so Resin is like short for resurrecting, and yeah.
Oh, Resonate is cool though. I like that. That's hot. But what are you gonna start implementing?
Well, yeah, diet. I can run on the beach, like you said.
When are you gonna run on the beach?
What?
When are you gonna run on the beach?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, what about tonight?
It's 10 o'clock, and I can't see out there.
Yeah,
So
I
meditate.
run at night. I run at like 2 or 3 in the morning a lot of times.
I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure you get kicked off of the beach if you run in the middle of the night. If like people like patrol down.
Well,
I don't
you
know.
know, that's when you start. That's just when you put on your ninja shoes. I mean, how often do you think I get kicked off the beach? I'm too fast for those.
All the time.
Hey, she said Piero apartment, haha.
Piero. Wait, we write that out?
Like Piero.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and just tell us her social security number, phone number, and real name as well.
Okay.
For everyone
Yeah,
listening.
Seriously.
And you still haven't posted the link to her
I know.
Facebook.
He's scared I'm gonna Facebook message her.
No, that wouldn't happen. Well, if I
Never.
cream of the crop might. Okay, so she said Piero. Okay, so she didn't really say that 8 was. She didn't really affirm 8 or not.
Yeah, all she said was Piero apartment, haha.
Okay, all right, so all right, say all right.
Oh shit.
What's the variation of Piero that's Piero? That's just fucking be outside ravioli. Fucking Piero, what is that shit?
I have no. It's some Italian bullshit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
live at this
yeah,
Yeah,
place
yeah.
that's
called.
perfect.
You're-
No, that's perfect. I love
Yeah,
that.
tell you guys here, Rajol.
Okay, ravioli. All right, I'll be outside ravioli building at 8. And then say where something. Sleek and revealing. So we match.
Dude, you sent me that text. So like, you sent me that text like 6 months ago.
Yes,
and
I
started
love
dying.
that.
Dude, I said this girl. I said that it was fucking hilarious. I'm like, and wear a sexy dress so we match. I'm like, wear a sexy dress. She's like,
Oh,
are
that's
you
great.
fucking? There was a pause of like 10 minutes, and then she goes, "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, "No, I'm not serious. Did you really think I'd wear a dress?" And she's like, "I didn't know. You're a weirdo." And she fucking comes over, and I banged her that night. But she literally thought to go with the hot dress. Wear a hot
Oh,
dress.
sleek and revealing
so
is
we match.
amazing. Sleek and revealing is fucking perfect.
Yeah, I've done that one too. Yeah, they're all good. The dress one was so
Yeah,
funny
they're
because
all
she's like,
good.
I really wasn't sure. I thought maybe, yeah, you just be busting out a dress. I was like, oh, that's just fucking fantastic.
Trust. Wear a hot dress
Um,
or sleek and revealing.
what do you guys think? What would match with this?
I like sleek and revealing personally. I think it's amazing,
I
but
think
either one.
It's pretty fucking hilarious.
Okay, yeah, go for it then. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. Rez, tell me real quick what you don't like about your Rez, what don't you like about your diet? What are your eating habits, homie?
I don't know. I'll usually like go to I'll go to the fresh market, once a week, and I'll get like some organic food, and I'll eat that sometimes. But then probably like once a meal a day. One meal that I have every day is like just pure trash. Yeah, there's really no other way to put it. It's just like either fast food or something. But at least like two or three of my meals are actually like pretty. I don't know. They're at least organic food, and I try and I really don't know that much about nutrition, I guess, so I can't really tell you like carbs, protein, my macronutrients or any of that stuff.
Present I think your diet it's more of an excuse to focus on something that's not going to have the. I mean, we need to get some physical activities going, homie.
Yeah, totally.
She said, no, LOL.
Okay, so she's talking about the sleek and revealing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's not a big deal. To be honest, I think the dress is a little bit safer to go with just because it's so fucking crazy, but whatever.
Yeah.
Just type out her text so I can look at it. You can get in the habit of doing that, okay?
Okay. Just type out her last text that she just sent.
Yeah. Oh, you're on your phone, huh?
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now.
Okay, yeah, just, what did she say? I'll type it out.
She said, no, LOL. No, I'm typing it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Okay. Okay, yeah, go with Garrett's. It's cool. I'll look.
Hold on. You could also make it a joke like, fuck, what was I gonna say? We got a reservation. Think of like a really shitty restaurant like Chipotle. Like, we got like a reservation at Chipotle. We don't want to embarrass ourselves. Like something like that. Hold on.
I would just, you don't have to go too crazy at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, what you're saying is good, but I mean, that's something.
Yeah, I think what I wrote is
on the
fine.
Forum, but for this particular scenario, let's just go like, it's cool, I'll look good either way, see you at 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That way, like, and I think the cool thing about that is, like, think about it, right? Like, she just, like, came at you, like, a little bit hard. Like, I think some guys might, like, react to that, right?
Right.
But, like, you're not reacting at all. Like, you're like, okay, it's cool. You're being cocky, you're being funny, and, like, you're just, like, casual about it. You're like, all right, I'll see you at 8.
Totally not reactive. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. In fact, and a lot in this case, a lot of guys get the idea that being unreactive is like being passive. Being unreactive is like actually responding
Being
to
passive is reactive.
Okay, right. You're right. That's it exactly. So, but being unreactive is actually reacting to it from your frame. So you're like, okay, it's cool. I'll look good either way. Meaning you're just kind of ignoring her comeback, you're just like, well, I'm just gonna all look good, you know. That was a beautiful text, Buddha Games. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dope.
It's cool. I'll look
Thanks,
good.
man.
It's cool. I'll
I
look
appreciate
good
the shit out of that.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, hit her.
Wait, which one was the beautiful text?
It's cool. I'll look good.
The last one.
See you at 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys, I got a new dude starting in 9 minutes. I haven't even gone. He fucking sent me his prep work.
You say you have a nude dude starting at 8?
No, I mean I don't ask
You have a
if
nude
guys
dude?
are
Are you?
clothed or
You have
not.
a nude dude?
Dude, you were just saying I'm in mountain climbers, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
thought I heard you say nude dude.
You know, I'm sure
That's
Jack Ruby
exactly
was
what he
naked.
said. Manwhore has a nude dude coming.
I'm
There's a
sure
new
Jack
dude coming
Ruby was
over.
naked for at least half of his sessions. I can tell.
I just want to point out, like, she still has no idea what the fuck we're gonna do when we meet up. But is that okay?
Well,
Fair.
she's not asking, so you're good. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like at this point, just be like, well, we're gonna have a really cool game of rape at my house with drinks, right? Like you could do anything you want to.
Dude, I set up dates at Chipotle. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do there besides get a party platter?
Yeah.
Like-
Oh yeah. Rape. Yeah, party platter. Yeah. I keep wanting to make rape jokes, and it's not a good idea. It's not good. Stop. Okay, guys, I gotta go.
All right.
Alex, 123, JK, motherfucker. Keep me updated. Keep us updated on the forum, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Do good things in Bang City.
She just said I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, perfect.
That's fine. That's perfect.
So what you've done here, I want to make this the last point before I get off. What you've done here is you've succeeded in getting her emotionally invested in this meetup because now she's like, you know what I'm saying? You've gotten past the whole potential awkwardness of a date. Now she's like, oh, I want to see your outfit.
Like, you realize how hooked she is right now, dude,
she's
right? Like,
Yeah,
she
buddy.
was
Fuck
fucking
yes.
Yeah.
into it right
Nailed
now,
it.
dude. That's a perfect response.
Yeah.
Woo!
Alex, I imagine you're going to wear a wife beater, right?
I mean, I can.
Well, what else would you fucking wear? That's your rape attire. Oops, another rape joke. What
Okay.
else would you wear?
I mean, nothing crazy, just like a T-shirt or something.
That's good luck.
I
on it.
always wear wife beaters because it just screams
Rape.
Yeah, it just screams like I'm ready to go right
I
now.
wear real deep V-neck.
Okay, that's exactly the same thing, right? Like, it's screaming like, okay, just as soon as you get me alone, you're allowed to rape me. I give you my permission. You know.
What about a tank top, not necessarily a wife beater?
a tank top? Oh,
Like-
yeah, that's
like
what the
a-
gay boys in LA wear. I forgot. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Like an orange tank top.
Or just like whatever fucking color. The wife beater's better, you're saying? It's
yeah,
better.
I mean, you know, unless you got like, I don't know, you sport like a big gut or something, like, you know.
No, I'm looking good.
Okay, then I'd fucking, dude, I'd put on a wife beater on me.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just put it to you this way: that the story goes, and I have thousands of stories, but as far as like when I'm helping out my guys with this sort of thing, like one of my buddies, he wasn't even in the program. He just was somebody hanging out. He was a friend of a friend, and he comes out trying to be all spiffy with like, you know, a fucking cargo pants and like a fucking like a nice button down shirt for this date. I'm like, and this guy had zero game. Like just like, you know those guys where they have like their game is like negative game. This guy wasn't that. He just had zero game, right? So he was kind of sitting at zero. And so I knew that he'd show up like that, and he would just nothing would happen. I make him wear my clothes. Like I swear to God, he wears my wife beater, my fucking cargo shorts, and he gets a hand job. And for him, that was like a massive deal, right? So,
Does that have to do with overcompensation?
what the
What
whole
you doing?
dressing up nice?
Oh yeah. What are you doing today? Or later?
Later?
Yeah.
Packing.
Packing? What are you leaving town or something?
Yeah.
For how long? This weekend? When are you gonna be back? Monday? For work? Alright, we're gonna get drunk after work.
Okay. Do you live here?
Yeah, you know me. I've been in your apartment before.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ivy? With Ivy in them?
Yeah,
Or-
Did you say Zebra?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a safe trip. Bye.
Dude, she's like 15?
Yeah, 15. Yo, Alex.
Yo.
Yo, that was actually hot. You just needed to do a logistical close. Be like, oh, so we're doing this thing later. Do you have this girl's number?
Yeah, I already have her number. She lives in my building.
Wait, she didn't recognize you, but you got her number?
Yeah, I got her number like a while ago, but she didn't. Yeah.
Okay, is this the girl that's like the weird PR chick?
No, dude. I've been talking to a lot of girls lately. This girl is like just some other girl
You
completely.
sounded good. Everything was good. The way you sounded, the way you were coming across.
You were so casual, dude. I loved it.
It rolled up good. See, this is the sense I get about you, man, is that your vibe is bang on. It's just the technical shit you gotta pick up.
Yeah, that's my problem. Really, I just like, for instance, with this whole setting the date up, like I didn't realize, like, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Just I would have said, yo, we're doing this. You already have her. You already have her number. That's probably what was like weird in your head. So just I'd shoot her a text, be like, hey, what's up? It's me. I just fucking saw you again. I realized I had your number. And then see if you want to set something. Unless you don't want to. I don't know what you got going on, but.
Well, I just got another girl's number like right before this conference call. So I was wondering what I should text her, but I really just want to focus on meeting up with this girl right now, tonight, and because the texting, man, it's like hard for me to come up with text. I'm really not good at texting yet, like you guys are, and it really takes me like 20 minutes sometimes even to come up with like a good text, or it might not even be a good text because I don't know what's good and not.
Well, you've got too much going through your head. You're like, I listen to these naturals, and then I'm on this teleconference with John and Buddha and Dur, and it's like, yo, you gotta just focus on one thing, and I would just focus on this. You already have enough. You already know what we did here. We got this girl, and she's invested, etc. And your attention is split in too many directions. Just focus on this, guys. I gotta go. I start like in 2 minutes, so I'll talk to you guys later. Okay?
All right. Thanks.
Love you all a long time.